And we're live. What's going on, everybody? It's your favorite truck driver, ex-truck driver in the whole wide world. It's Bitcoin Ben for your daily dose of reality and cryptocurrency and freedom news. My friends, my eyes are wide open. Although sometimes when I smile, they look squinted. That's due to my droopy eye syndrome. No. we, wow. Let me let let me tell you some inside baseball information. We just had a meeting with the representative of the Sarasota Chamber of Commerce, and he was here for about an hour, right? Yeah, around an hour. And he sits down and goes, okay, tell me about yourself, tell me about your business, tell me about your radio show. And very uncharacteristic of myself, I started to ramble on into explaining economics, explaining the coming tsunami of of artificial intelligence, of inflation, of derivatives, of bonds, of hyperinflation. Basically, the country's going to collapse due to derivatives and the devaluing of the currency. This poor guy's like, and I think what frightened him most was he knew I was right. And at the end of the conversation, I'm pretty sure he was blown away.
It looked like he understood.
Yeah.
Most of it.
Yeah, he definitely understood most of it, and he was blown away because I think he had an idea of what this morning's conversation would be, and it was nothing like he thought it would be. Surprise, surprise, I started crying. And he just sat there. And he was like, there was a sense of wow, and wow, and oh, and wow. And he left here energized about us joining, right? Because I think I explained our goal with the Chamber of Commerce very accurately and very succinctly. And I think he's 100% in on it. He's like, yes, the businesses have no idea what's coming. Oh, hang on. Let me check the microphone. Here we go. Snowball. Sorry. It was on the wrong mic. what's up, Todd? It was an amazing meeting with the Chamber of Commerce. And as I explained what we wanted to offer the members of the Chamber of Commerce, he was like, oh my God, yes. They need to understand what's happening. And I'm like, look, local business owners need to understand that as this all goes down, we're going to have to pool together, and we're going to have food drives, and we're going to have to give away groceries. And as an obligation to the community, we're going to have to do charity events. And this guy's like, I think it hit him that we're joining the chamber to help the community, and it's not a money thing for us. That it's a lifeboat thing for us. That we're trying to help the average Joe and the average Jane and the average business person get prepared for this, because if we don't do it, no one's going to do it. We can't rely on the government, because we all know all they can do is print money. We have to work with the farmers market. We have to work with the local farmers. We have to create a local economy quickly. I mean, we have to create a local supply chain quickly. We have to create the ability to exchange value, and real value, not dollar derivative crap. Yes, this is live. Says Scorpio Red. Is this live? This is live. I am Bitcoin Ben, and this is the Bitcoin Ben Crypto Club in Sarasota, Florida. Broadcasting live. We are in a financial situation. We are in a supply chain situation. We are in a unemployment situation. We're in a situation. And as I explained it to the Chamber of Commerce guy, due to technology, creative destruction has turned into a creative tsunami. And that this tsunami of technological advancement is going to hit the business community like a tsunami. That's why all these jobs there's an estimation that what's it called? Chat GPT, that Chat GTP, just since 4 or 5 months ago, has displaced up to 250,000 jobs. Think about that. In less than 6 months, one technology advancement has eliminated 250,000 jobs. That's not creative destruction. That's creative devastation. The community has to move as fast as the creative destruction tsunami moves. Because there's going to be people go from making $150,000 a year to being unemployed, and their skill that they have gotten, their trade is gone. Right? This is the equivalent of the horse and buggy driver, but in a shortened period of time. I'm an expert horse and buggy driver. Right? Well, now you're an unemployed rope holder. Because ain't no one using horse and buggy no more. It's the equivalent of the fax machine repair guy in 1993. It's the equivalent of, and worse than, the post office 1999. Remember, my dad worked for the post office. All right. 1999. For those of you not up on your post office inner workings of 1999 history, 1999 devastated the post office. Remember back in the day, a few years ago, when everyone was talking about the post office? We got to bail out the post office. The post office is underwater. It's just, oh my God, it's the end of the world. That was email. That was the exchange of digital communications. And the king of digital, or the king company of print written information was the post office. You got all of your magazines from the post office. You got your Playboys from the post office. You got your junk mail from the post office. You got all this stuff from the post office. Then you started getting junk emails. Junk emails replaced junk mail. Junk mail left the post office. And the post office started to hemorrhage money. I can remember in 1999, 2000-ish, my dad had worked at the post office for about 30 years at that point. They offered him an early retirement. And he's like, nah. They offered so many people early retirement because their business model was destroyed. Now, think of the banks as the new post office. And that is what we're going through. The post office had a liquidity issue of printed material. The banks have a liquidity issue of printed dollars. The digital revolution is now eating the banks. Just like it ate the post office. And this all ends with Bitcoin. Because the Bitcoin is Proton email, but better. The Bitcoin replaces Visa, replaces MasterCard, replaces banks, replaces everything over the next 3 years. Some of you will go, I don't think it's going to happen that fast. Really? ChatGTP just wiped out 250,000 jobs in 4 months. ChatGTP went from 0 users to 1 million users in 1 month. GTP went from 1 million users to, I think, 20 million users in 4 months. GTP is moving at a faster rate of adoption than Bitcoin did. And Bitcoin was the fastest adopted technology ever. This, my friends, is a tsunami. This is going to go faster than anybody realizes because of the network effect. It cannot be stopped because it's a tidal wave of raindrops. Not one raindrop is guilty for the flood. It's all the raindrops making self-interested decisions to fall at the same time. And that's the flood. The exponential growth of you is more cowbell. We are officially in deep shit, folks. And the answer, the remedy to the deep shitness is us. We're the only remedy. Ain't no one gonna save us but us. The government cannot save you. Just like the police cannot save you. See, they've hyped up this illusion of security. Oh, the bar looks great. Here's a, like, back, well, for those of you near Sarasota, we have a grand opening this Saturday here in Sarasota. This is our grand opening number 2, because our first one was a soft opening. And it was my fault. I wanted to broadcast out of here, so I really pushed the opening. Before we even had a bar and the ATM and all that set up. We are the lifeboats. Oh, I agree. No. David Plouffe. Chat is the new propaganda outlet. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. But it will be replaced quickly because competition of Chat GTP like software will make it irrelevant. If it doesn't reflect the truth, usership will fall. Fake fails. People are not going to use an algorithmic script software that doesn't reflect the script accurately. So there will be competition amongst software. Just like you have Linux, you'll have that, and really Linux is not what people think it is. I have friends who swear by Linux, and I go, really? Who created the base software for Linux? Oh, that's right, DARPA. Yes, OpenAI will win. open source AI will win. See, that's what the governments are all freaking out about. They can't stop it. The world is decentralizing into an open network everywhere. Currency, communication, video, audio, that there's no longer going to be centralized anything. Google is going to be replaced eventually. And that's why, and I've told you guys this, why do you think Apple is a closed system? Apple is a closed system because they trapped the Apple users in the system. To get into the Apple system, you have to go through the Apple doorway. Google has trapped you in the matrix of the internet, also known as the 3% of the internet that Google allows you to see. The rest of it is the dark web, the deep web, the bad guys around the corner web, also known by CALIX Solutions, the freedom web, the free web. The banking system is trying to trap you in the banking system. Hence, FedNow. Anybody here that they're launching FedNow unexpectedly early? They're launching it in May. Word on the street, it ain't ready. Get ready for Obamacare Part D. Except from the Fed. Remember what a shit show Obamacare's rollout was? Imagine that with your bank account. Not good. 1 minute left. My friends, I did a 2.5-hour video last night on the structure of our club here and explained everything about it and explained why. Join the Patreon channel. Watch that 2.5-hour video I did last night, and you'll get an idea of why the majority owners of the Bitcoin Ben Crypto Club Nashville location are here with a few other people that are also investing in the Nashville location. Why they're looking at locations. Why we're probably going to launch their website before their brick and mortar's ready. Because this is moving so fast. This is moving so fast. Nothing can stop it. We got, if this is true, this is U.S. government just raised the debt ceiling another 1.5 trillion. Bye-bye, America. It was nice knowing you. Now we have to rebuild. Love you guys. I will see you. Now, that's not an official report. That's just Overkill 007. I'm I'm assuming Overkill 007 is not spreading false news. So we'll see. I will see you guys tomorrow morning. Check out the Patreon show from last night. Oh, okay. Hasn't hit the Senate yet. Okay. Oh, and yes, hit like and subscribe to the channels, whatever platform you're on. Love you guys. See you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.